4:18 a.m., April 18th, 2016. Missy Bevers walks into her church to set up for a 5 a.m. fitness class. She has no idea someone has already been inside for almost 30 minutes. Within the hour, she'll be dead, killed by someone dressed as a police officer. 10 years, 3,000 tips, 0 arrests, and a question investigators still can't answer. Was her killer a man or a woman? There's one more detail on that tape almost nobody talks about. We'll get to it. It might be the key to everything. Today, this is still an open homicide investigation, not a cold case. Midlothian police say they've processed more than 100 new leads in the last year alone. The reward now stands at $150,000. Texas Rangers, state investigators, and federal agencies are all still on it. And police have said publicly that no one has been ruled out as a suspect. To understand why this case has stayed open for a decade, go back to the night before. A storm was rolling through Midlothian. Missy, a Camp Gladiator fitness instructor, told her students she'd move their 5 a.m. class inside the church instead of the parking lot. That decision may have saved lives or cost her her own. Cameras outside the building weren't working that night. The ones inside were. Around 3:50 a.m., someone forces open a side door with a pry bar. For the next half hour, they walk the halls alone, breaking glass, opening doors, even the children's playroom. At 4:18, Missy arrives. Just after 5, a student walks in and finds her body. The person on that tape is dressed almost exactly like a SWAT officer. Tactical helmet, gloves, a vest marked, in bold letters, police. They're carrying a hammer and a bag of other tools. Missy died from puncture wounds to the head and chest. Wounds, police say, were consistent with tools the suspect was carrying. You'd think, with footage this clear, identifying this person would be simple. It wasn't. The FBI brought in a forensic podiatrist to study the way the suspect walks. His findings only deepened the mystery. An unusually out-toed gait. The right foot splayed outward far more than the left. A walk specific enough that experts hoped it could identify someone. 10 years later, it hasn't identified anyone at all. One basic fact remains unconfirmed: whether the person under that helmet is a man or a woman. Police first treated this like a burglary gone wrong. But nothing was missing. Missy's purse was untouched. Her iPad was left behind. Sources close to the investigation said something colder. They don't think this was a burglary at all. They think someone wanted it to look like one. One warrant even raised the possibility the suspect carried a smartphone that night to track Missy's schedule in advance, maybe even to record what happened. For years, the public built its own suspect list, and one by one, investigators quietly took each name off it. Search warrants reveal Missy had been exchanging messages on LinkedIn with an unknown man in the months before her death. Messages police called creepy and strange. Investigators tracked him down. He said the conversation was flirtatious, nothing more. Cleared. 4 days after the murder, Missy's father-in-law brought a blood-stained shirt to a dry cleaner. Alarm bells went off. He explained the blood came from 2 dogs fighting. His alibi, traveling in California, held up. Cleared too. Missy's husband was fishing in Mississippi when he got the call. He rushed home, never named a suspect. In 2024, nearly 8 years later, he spoke publicly, saying he believes the murder was random, that Missy simply walked in on the wrong person at the wrong moment. Investigators also spent years chasing a car, a dark Nissan Altima or Infiniti, circling a nearby lot before the murder. They still don't know who was driving. Police now say they don't believe the car is connected to the crime. They just want to officially clear the driver too. Meanwhile, the technology has changed. Investigators are running old evidence through DNA analysis and digital forensic tools that didn't exist back in 2016. So after 10 years, 3,000 tips, and every obvious lead cleared, 2 theories remain. 1. A random act, an opportunist in a disguise, caught by surprise when Missy walked in early. 2. This was planned. Someone who knew her schedule, her church, her class time down to the minute, wearing a disguise built to get close without suspicion. The tools, the timing, the 30 minutes of waiting. You decide. Chaos. Or a plan 10 years old that finally worked exactly as intended. 4:18 a.m., April 18, 2016. A woman walks into her church for a workout class. Somewhere in Midlothian, Texas, someone still knows what happened in the 30 minutes before she did. If you know anything, even something that feels small, Ellis County Crime Stoppers still wants to hear it. The reward is $150,000. 10 years later, this case isn't cold. It's just waiting. Next week, a museum heist so audacious the FBI says it knows exactly who did it and still can't get the art back. Vanished.